Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Here's Oliver. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Partner, we had the game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it in out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
65.
March 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
March 59.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They fake the give. Man Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man, it's Stocker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. No score after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here we go. 180!
Left by 4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Grant! Grant!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Loss of 6 brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
Here we go,
now
here we go.
From the 9, here's second and goal.
You must be true.
They'll try the left side. It's Alexander. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Next to score, Ravens 7, Jaguars nothing. Ryan Suckup.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check 31. Check 31. Under 10. Under 10. Take out.
From the 35 on second down. Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check, check.
Allen going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
What we got?
Allen. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Tighten up.
Allen to throw once more. Looking downfield for Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Wait.
Check out three.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's at the 50, the 40, and he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 68 yards on the ground.
First down, Ravens.
Here we go.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He was brought down by Sheldrick Redline. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They're trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Yards to go.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, alert!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've had to contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into it?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Showing up. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Allen to throw it. He completes it to Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitching catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got it up and down, that's Campbell. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
36. Check. Fresno.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Allen from the ground, 3rd down. He's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Watch the run. 51, Mike 51. Hey, come on, oh. Hey, check 24.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, pick your game up. Kill. Check.
Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, we got tight left. Hey, 4 down.
From the gun, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go,
The
here we go.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We're going for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go,
The
here we go, here we
Raven
go.
offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throws Garoppolo. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. There's Garoppolo to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go,
So
here we go, here we go.
3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check it back, check it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 180! 52. We ain't giving up nothing. 11, 11, 11, 11. Set hunt. Set hunt.
They'll keep it on the Alexander. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
So good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This time, Garoppolo will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Antonio Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Allen. Campbell making the catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Done. Hot, hot.
From the gun, it's Allen. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to turn their ears back and get after him now.
Rip right, rip right. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shift, shift.
From the 27, Allen, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing his hand on third. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care about 13.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
P.J. Hall on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
I'm coming.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of those you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 52.
Now a give, right side. It's Alexander. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Allen now throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on. Set hut.
On first down, Alexander. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
180.
Come to my world.
Set hut.
We want it. Come to my world. Deuce, 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 deuce. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2.
Set hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. And rally to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense.
Here we go.
I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team. Because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike's 5-4. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
21.
They run the counter. Alexander. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricky. Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right around the midfield stripe. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. throwing now is Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
56, 56.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Sponge!
All 52.
No! Alert!
Alert! Out. Go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. His short throw caught by Gabbard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mike 34. Come for you.
Allen now on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Get him! Kill!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check!
Monday. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 30.
To throw on 3rd down. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
56.
Go Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I'm coming.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. His short throw caught by Goddard. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air. Allen gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You ain't got nothing. 5 wide.
51, Mike 51.
Half.
Watch the screen. Check three.
Hey, Alpha.
Allen going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Mike 51.
Buzz.
You gonna get this, boy?
Half.
You think you gonna get this?
Now Allen again. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on fourth down? Let's see.
Check.
Here we go.
Allen going to go on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Check him. Watch the pass. 34's the Mike. Wild Bill. 25. Check 25. Check 52.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Get him, boy. Yeah.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they dropped their 7th game on the year, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.